What's up, good people? You are right on time for one of your favorite shows on nighttime television. That is The Tea with me, Laura Mbata, and of course,
Linda Wandeta, and it's a beautiful Saturday evening, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I go by Lynn_Stevens on my socials, and of course here on The Tea, we got you covered because we have you on our YouTube channel in case you miss out on any of our shows here. And of course, guys, don't miss out on any of the udaku that we have for you, because unajua udaku zetu tumepeleka shule, and that's what's up. We are here to let you know what has been happening here in the 254 and of course beyond.
all right, so kicking things off on a very high note, and when I say high note, this is a person who can't actually sing, but tries to. Vera Sidika is on the headlines again. Why? Because she just had a photo shoot with baby number 2. Why is this a thing we're actually talking about? Babies are blessings. So first of all, big congratulations to her if it is true. Earlier this year, Vera Sidika came out to say that she just had her implants removed. This is actually confirming that her behind was not actually real. And she got it taken down and she posted this very ugly picture. I'll just be honest, I'm not body shaming, but if it's been edited, we might as well say it was just not looking like it. And she came out to say that she's gotten a reduction because her health was at risk. She almost died. Can you imagine how desperate you have to be for clout?
I feel like these implants and everything regarding plastic surgery is just getting so famous in Kenya.
Exactly.
I don't understand why people see the need to do that, but it's okay, you know, your body, your choice. And of course, speaking of Vera Sidika, manze, a lot has been going on. Udema may just clout for the whole year. I don't know if she's really gained anything from it.
Yeah.
But I really hope she has, because right now, she's just announced that she is expecting baby number 2. None of you guys or us here know if that's true.
Yeah.
But we will be getting to that very soon.
And of course, on that line, like as she said, she had her implants removed.
Yeah.
Kenyans were sympathizing with her, saying her health was at risk. She almost lost her life. She went ahead and released the song of the year, a rap song that she came out with that I don't even recall the name because it's not on my radar anymore. But we really hope she's having a baby, and that is good news on her part. And we wish her a safe pregnancy if this is true.
I know. Let's just say if that's true, because you all know Vera Manze. Anyway.
But something that is true is men will shame you, and we women just want to shame ourselves as well. Let me tell you, it's an active choice by both parties, and we're talking about none other than Nyamu. This lady, you guys elected her. You guys told her, come in, you nominated her. Come in and work for us. But let me tell you, she's working overtime. So let's start with my timeline, how I see things. You people know about Nyamu and Samidoh, who've been having a very tumultuous relationship online and offline. So Samidoh was having a concert, or rather an appearance in Dubai, because I won't call it a concert, an appearance in Dubai where he went with his lovely wife to perform. And on the videos that have been running around on the socials, I managed to see them from BNN, is you can see Nyamu on stage being dragged, literally dragged by security, and Mr. Samidoh looking like nothing even happened. Of course, there's also an altercation with the wife in the same venue, but Nyamu goes ahead to even make a statement afterwards.
You know what she said? She has everything. Kituhana ni haya. And I actually agree. You know, Nyamu is one of these women when you will do anything, you know, just to get that attention from a man. And I'm not like blaming her. After all, I think Samidoh is really playing with these two chicks. Because first of all, how do you allow your side chick, to come attend your event when your wife is there? So that is actually a situation where we're not even supposed to be blaming Karen. She's in love. What is she supposed to do? Nothing. Again, you saw the way bouncers walikuwa na mhanga, and you know what she said? She blamed it on the alcohol. I feel like she was just trying to like cover face, you know.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. The next time, Karen, I am actually excited because she realized that she made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, and she of course went ahead and explained to the public what transpired. And the public, of course, were the judges. And right now, she has decided that she is no longer drinking. That is on hold for now. We don't know, of course, if she's going to resume. But she said that alcohol, of course, makes her true. She does a lot of things that she doesn't even expect to do. But on that note, Nyamu, we just hope that, you know, you stop, because you're not too embarrassed. You're not only embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing me too, because I don't feel how you're going to be, you know, doing these kind of things when we elected you as our senator.
And as a social justice warrior, I'm here to just give you a polite reminder that these are your politicians. But anyway, moving forward, we have so much more when it comes into the local scene. We have a lot has been happening this week, but not very intense. We have someone else that we need to talk about, and that is Sauti Soul, who actually had the at the highly anticipated Soul Fest that happened at KICC.
Exactly.
So let me tell you a bit of a breakdown about this event. This event was supposed to be one of the biggest of this year, to end the year of years when it comes to concerts. And they actually put out a statement. If you don't know, Bien and Eric Omondi have been having a lot of back and forth on social media, and Bien came out to say that Eric Omondi will be seen nowhere close to this venue. So that's also another topic we're going to get into. That is Eric Omondi, a whole subject on its own. But Soul Fest happened, several artists were on stage, and I think, you know, when it's too good, think twice. There was a lot happening, and people at 4 a.m., they only received 45 minutes of Sauti Soul time. They have a very big catalogue of music, and it would be a shame to only have 45 minutes.
So
and I love the tweet.
Why would they call it Soul Fest if they're going to perform for 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, people came to see Sauti Soul. So why would you guys perform for 45 minutes? That was so discouraging, especially for next time. You know, I don't think people are going to take it as serious as, you know, they could have.
Yeah.
And again, of course, Kenyans trolled
Yeah.
their outfits.
And of course, this comes right after the last year's concert, which was cancelled, and people say that some of them didn't receive refunds. So guys are like, we come because we actually love you guys, we support you guys, and we came to see Sauti Soul. All these other acts were nice, but we really just wanted to see Sauti Soul because they had Harmonize on the lineup, they had NSG, which also had a scandal, which we'll actually talk about in Nairobi, Kenya. And they had all these international acts from Tanzania and even some of the Soul Generation artists, but they didn't actually perform for as long as people wanted them to perform, and people said the concert ran over time, which is also a problem also have with a lot of Kenyan events, which tend to run over time. There's all these issues that come into play. But my biggest part is, we love you, Sauti, so you cannot fail us as a country. But at this concert, Kenyans were really disappointed.
And of course, they had to defend themselves. Savara had something to say, and basically what he said was in the context of, you know, you guys will always use Sauti Soul as an excuse. I don't know how we're doing that, but it is what it is. I hope that next time they actually consider the fans who paid to be there, and you don't call something Soul Fest and you end up performing for like 45 minutes. That was too low for you guys, but I hope that everyone that attended the show healed. And if you lost any of your gadget, of course, nasikia watu waliibiwa. I didn't attend for 1 minute. But I hear that a lot of people lost their stuff, and next time take care, manzo kienda. Kwani hujui town?
Still on some local news, NSG from the UK were performing in Nairobi as well, because let me tell you, people in Nairobi have money for concerts. You're not going to tell them not to do whatever they want to do. Enjoyment is mandatory in this country. But YouTuber Elodie Zone was out as well on one fateful night and happened to go into one of the food joints that are in Nairobi. So she walks in, and allegedly one of the NSG members, I don't personally know them, but one of the NSG members comes in and has an altercation with the cashier at the counter. Yeah, people know him as the short one. And he was hurling insulting words to this lady, telling him, I don't understand how Kenyans are like this, why Kenyans are like so and so, yada, 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 back and forth. And of course, Elodie felt the need to stand up for us as a country, and we pat you on your back for that. Thank you so much, Elodie. And defend this lady and come to social media and tell us exactly what happened. And of course, NSG went ahead to deny it, and they put out statements and said NSG only has 5 members. Whoever else was there, you guys just had a UK accent and you think it's NSG. First of all, can I say that is the cheapest shot they could ever take? Because why would I hear a UK accent and think that is NSG? Are we that illiterate?
I feel like there's two sides of the story. Of course, NSG gave theirs and Elodie did the same. And first of all, you know, it's so hard to, most of the time, I don't want really to belittle Elodie, but a lot of times she just runs online, and we're just so used to that.
I love Elodie.
I must say that Elodie, you run so much online, and in this situation, of course, I understand like there was an altercation, and of course, the short member of NSG was apparently insulting our very own, you know. That is something that Elodie did well, but ni kama zile stories zenye wanakuambianga, if you do this for the first time ukimficha fisi ataendelea kukuumauma. So Elodie, next time, by the time we are like at least believing in your stories, please. And fuatanisha maukweli zingine pia hapo nyuma, you know, just at least ndio tukue tunaamini hizi stories, because even in the videos that were circulating online, we didn't see the direct confrontation
because it came after. But here's the thing, I'll tell you guys.
But this is a story we are hearing from
here's
Elodie,
my point.
and these
at
people
2
are also
a.m.
denying what
at
happened.
2 a.m. if you're at a food joint, first
What
of
is
all,
Elodie
the thing
doing
is,
at 2 a.m.
listen,
outside in a
the
food
thing
joint,
is,
first of all?
the thing is, with NSG, they didn't deny these claims. They actually put this guy under the bus and said NSG only has 5 members. They separated themselves from the short guy.
But
and
why?
The short guy, because if it is actually true, you don't want that on your resume. If it wasn't true, they would have actually defended him because he's part of the team in any other way, maybe. But here's my point. It's 2 a.m. at Chicken Inn, which is the actual joint that they were at. None of these people were sober. Do I believe that some words could have been thrown here and there because it was an emergency? Was his brain in panic mode? I kind of do believe that. Is Elodie maybe just trying to gain favor with Kenyans after the incident of her YouTube video? Perhaps. But I feel both parties might have had something to do with all of this, because there's also a video of some guy trying to be aggressive with other people there. And me, Elodie, I love you. Come back. Do your best, mama. I'm listening
or maybe
to you.
NSG are just living by the rule. You know, when you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. Kenyans are fond, you know, of being a little bit rude. You know,
don't come for us like that, Linda. No. I want you to go and take this break and defend yourself, Kenyans.
And hello, Kenyans are known to be, we are even known to be bullies online. So what's
I'm
the,
not
what's
a
the
bully.
shame?
Listen.
Okay, Laura is not a bully. Laura is this person.
Not very
Here
nice.
I am.
I just
and
talk
I'm
about
saying,
your celebrities.
When you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. So if someone treats you, treat them the same way.
I disagree.
For this, I'm going to go with NSG, because we don't even know if that stuff actually disrespected this dude. It's right. Defend yourself.
In the meantime, head over to our Twitter page that is at KTN Home and talk to us and tell us, how do you feel about these stories? But we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. My name is Laura Mbata and I'm joined by the very beautiful and talented co-host, Linda. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you, Laura.
And you look fantastic as usual. But there has been a lot of ups and downs when it comes to conversations where people have been feeling very emotional on the TikTok space. And this is because of a certain story that came up about gender-based violence. So, Maxine Wahome and Asad Khan, who were in a relationship previously, were in an altercation that led to Maxine Wahome being arrested and being arraigned in court, having to pay a cash bail of 100,000 Kenya shillings. So what happened? A lot of stories are coming out. Asad Khan's family is coming out to tell the stories. And when this story first came out, he was hospitalized and needed blood donations. So they were appealing for blood from Kenyans, and everyone was trying to help out where they could. But as it is right now, he has died and is going to be cremated at the Kariakor cremation. But here's the conversation, is it brings to light the conversation around gender-based violence. So what happened was, Wahome was arraigned in court and insisted that she wanted the court proceedings to be televised because she felt unsafe. And there's all this conversation about she was the one who was abusive, she's the one who attacked him, because even from the pictures you can see, they're very, very gruesome. And it brought up the conversation of men who are in abusive relationships and can't speak out. Several friends have come out to say that Maxine came home drunk, they've always been like this, they've been abusive, or she was hiding at the balcony. No one actually knows the facts unless we hear them from court. But the court of public opinion just brought to the larger conversation, which is gender-based violence on men, where they have to sit down and be quiet, because even the comments, you could tell some of them were very, very insensitive. You know, there's certain conversations that are really, really insensitive to do. Even you, when you look at anyone, your father, your brother, anyone, you'd never want them to go through this. And there's certain women who are actual bullies.
And this is what I say, Laura. By the time it's getting to that point, you must have noticed some red flags, you know. And the problem is a lot of people ignore these things just because, especially for men, you just want to be a man, you know. You don't think that this woman is actually going to be dangerous to you, to your life, to your health, to whatever. So I feel like, you know, it's such a sad story, of course. Rest in peace, Khan. He was such a good rally driver, of course. Wahome is also a rally driver. And, you know, in the spirit of finding your type, note the red flags as well, honey.
Yeah, I mean, there's a greater conversation to be had on dependency and sticking around when the relationship is toxic. Can we create a safe space for men to say, I can't do this? For women to walk away from things and understand it's not a life sentence. You could lose your life in such situations like this. But even the greater conversation is men need safe spaces. And if indeed this is the case, we should find out later according to the court proceedings.
Yeah,
guys, please look out for your couples, friends. Make sure gender-based violence is something that we no longer have to talk about for men or women. It's never a good thing to bury family members, especially during this holiday season. So look out for each other and love each other.
And men, don't act tough. Speak up. Speak up. If you see anything, it could be the end of you the next few seconds or minutes. So speak up. Ensure that you're safe. Safety begins with you. We're not just going to create a safe environment for you. If you haven't created for yourself, you know, just ensure that you're okay. Maybe I don't want to talk much about this because someone is dead already. And it's such a sad situation. So just take care of yourselves. Know who you have beside you, you know, besides you at night. Now, of course, mkifanya vitu zenyu. So it's just a notion of just, you know, taking care of yourself first. I'm so sorry that this had to happen, but it is what it is.
Absolutely. Moving on to some lighter news. Former Kenyan Elsa Majimbo was in the country to celebrate her birthday, and she actually debuted her boyfriend on social media. Can I just say,
Habibi.
How old is this guy? Because Elsa has to be like 19, 20. This guy looks a bit like
First
20
of all,
something.
Elsa amepita Nairobi na kona huyu jamaa. And you know Nairobi girls. First of all, the fact that Elsa is in Kenya is astonishing to me. You know why? Elsa said that she'll never stay here. So what's happening, honey? While she in Diani, like she said that she's never going to stay to Kenya. So what's happening? She
So
said
for those
that
of you
her
who
home
don't
is
know,
South
Elsa
Africa.
is a big deal. And let me tell you, she was actually featured on the Forbes 30 under 30 this year. At 20 years old, this girl is making major moves. And she came out to say how unsupportive Kenyans were. Personally, can you stop grouping Kenyans like this? I am a Kenyan. I'm very supportive when it comes to talent, to you reaching out for the best versions of yourself. I am here for all of it. So when you group Kenyans like this, I feel like it's very insensitive. But anyway, she says that she doesn't want to be associated with Kenyans. She doesn't want to come back here, and she is happy right there. She's not the only Kenyan celebrity to do that, and she even went ahead to put the South African flag on her Twitter bio. But she's recently removed it, and South Africans have questions. Were you using us for clout, Elsa? Were you using us for fame? Tell us. Why were you using our flag and now all of a sudden it's no longer there? She's just among the myriad.
And it's okay.
She's among the several celebrities who have said they don't want to be associated with being Kenyan. One of them being Rachel Mbuki. For some reason, she just goes on ranting all the time on Instagram. Like we care. I get all this news from BNN, and she also mentioned that she doesn't want Kenyan blogs to mention her. Can they put her out of their list?
Okay.
And she goes ahead to address us in Kiswahili because she doesn't want her fans wa Marekani wasikie. Listen, Rachel, seriously come here. Stop.
I just want to know how fans wake wamajua na msaidie if at all she's addressing us. She's obviously doing that so that she can benefit from us, honey.
Enough is enough.
It's just like too much. If you want to leave.
Leave. We have 55 million, 50 million,
what can
40
break
million.
us? You won't break my soul.
Nothing. And moving on to some good news. That is, Rihanna finally showed us our baby. Let me tell you, that is Rihanna's face. Face planted directly on that baby. Most beautiful baby this year. I don't care. You judge me if you must. Rihanna is my best friend, and I am the godmother of that son. I don't even know his name, but he's absolutely beautiful.
First of all, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think Rihanna would do that. I was actually expecting
the conversation on Twitter is, there's actually a very famous blogger. His name is Jason Lee, who actually posted the picture and hasn't been quiet about it even once. So he says that Rihanna FaceTimed him in the morning and was like, a photographer got a picture of my son, a paparazzi, and you know the paparazzi laws in the States are very different. And I want to get ahead of the news. So I'm giving you a picture of my son, and I'm giving you the rights to post it as the first person to post the picture of Rihanna. And let me tell you, the internet didn't crash, but it went wild with people saying how much the baby looks like Rihanna, how happy they are that he showed him. And they actually even took pictures while they were at a photo shoot at the beach with this newborn baby.
And you know what? It's so amazing that ASAP Rocky is still around, and of course is still in the picture. We all know these baby daddies, they hit and run. Speaking of hitting and run, Diddy. So Diddy has been doing the most this December, and of course, not even December, he started it a long time ago. First of all, he's no longer with Young Miami because after news broke, of course, that he had a child allegedly from another chick who is not Young Miami. Young Miami decided, you know what, I'm not gonna look like a fool, let me leave. And she left. And leaving is not the issue because a lot of other women are in the picture. Most of them are Instagram models. Yani Diddy ameamua kufanya the most. Unampata tu kwa streets, PDAing, just holding hands with any random people. And at this point, I'm like, we don't even need to
imagine live your best life.
Men any.
Let me tell you, Nick Cannon and Diddy on a mission, and I'm telling you, live your best life. If you can afford it, why not?
This also comes right after.
This
you saw Nick Cannon complaining that he doesn't even get to spend enough time with his children. So why would you go doing business all over?
On the story of Diddy, this just comes right after his twin daughters had their 16th birthday, and he gifted them 2 Range Rovers. So this is not a man without means. And let me tell you, for most of you people,
he did that so that the media.
For people who actually understand these things.
He wants the media to stop focusing on his business, on his women, and all these things that he's doing. So he's just using this 16th birthday for his twin daughters just to get rid of you guys. Sawa sawa, musi ununue his story. Don't buy this story. I don't know, I bought my kids. Why? You could have bought them at wakiwa 14. I'm at 20. So don't do it now just because you want us to forget what you've been doing. You hurt Young Miami, that's so sad.
Well, Young Miami was no victim in this case because even from her statement...
If someone cheats on you, honey, you're a victim.
Well, from her statement, she went ahead and said she's not a child. While she was in this relationship, she was not a side chick. She's young and she's having a great time. So I feel good that females are very self-aware that being cheated on is not a big deal. The people who are actively in polyamorous relationships, and it makes sense for them. And Diddy even went ahead and supported him and said that she was not a side chick. So guys, whatever you take on this case
you can't take it to be a side chick.
So whatever your stance is on this case between Young Miami and Diddy, how do you say it? The jury is up there. And Young Miami came over and said she's not a victim, she's not a young girl, she understands what happens, and she's okay. She's not a side chick, she's just having a good time. And while at it, she got so many gifts. If you are one person whose your love language is gifts, then this is absolutely the relationship for you. If you're here for a smash and pass, guarantee you're having a good time. But if you're emotionally invested, then you steer clear from people with as much as one baby mama. That is too many for me already.
One thing I know is that a lot of times when people break up, no one wants to say that, you know, I'm the one who was heartbroken. A lot of times people just say, you know, I don't know, I'm the one who moved on first. I did this, I did this, I did this. That's the same thing that is happening in this situation. I feel like Young Miami was a victim and she just won't take it. You know why? Because it is what it is. She was cheated on and she is still, even the ones who are replacing her, they don't know, you know, if they're the last people. Diddy's still going to get these women out there and they're still going to flock on his DM.
Absolutely.
They're still going to be there. So don't say that women are not victims.
All right. So, guys, keep up with the conversation. We, of course, will be posting videos on YouTube. And our Twitter is always open for you to interact with us. Hashtag KTN at KTN Home. And don't forget, you can also talk to me on my personal handles. That is at Laura Mbata Laura. The variation works for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And, of course, you can find me on my socials as Lina_Stevens. And, of course, let's just get interactive and show that you watch all our episodes. And if you miss out, like I said, we got you covered on YouTube. And, of course, let's see you next time, guys.
All right, same time, same place. Love and light.